Hi guys, in this session I will explain how to connect database from Spring Boot applications and how to use the JDBC template and how to insert the employee data into the MySQL database and how to fetch the data. Okay, this is all I will explain in this session. The previous session I explained the layers, so controller layer, service layer and database layer. So up to here everything it is ready, but only the remaining is interacting with the database, how to insert the data and how to fetch the data. Okay, in this session I will explain this part. Okay, yeah, come here. Yeah. As of now we learned up to here, right? So employee controller, everything it is ready, and service, this one, and service implementation it is ready, and employee DAO and employee DAO MPL. So in the previous session we have hard coded here. Now what we will do, we will interact with the database as for this slide. You see here, right? We are interacting with the database. Okay, first what we need the database connection. Okay, so before that, which database we are going to use, that we need to mention. We need to download the libraries and keep into your in your local machine. Okay, for this, so what I'm doing, I need two dependencies, so I'm copying from here. Yeah, everything it is ready in my machine, just I will show you. So in the pom.xml, this is the dependency sections, right? In the dependency section, so I'm adding into these two libraries. What are the libraries? This is the starter library, and this is the actual dependency. This is the library. Okay, this starter library this is for Spring Boot library. Okay, this for auto configuration. Okay, and this is for normal MySQL connector for connecting the database from Java to database. Okay, JDBC connection. These are all auto configurations. Okay, these two dependencies we need. So these two dependencies where we need to keep under dependency section. Okay, I kept into here. Okay, now once it is ready, then you can reload the Maven, so it will download. Okay, now come here. Yeah, up to here everything is ready, right? So what I will do, I will insert the data into the database first and I will retrieve the data. So for this, what I need first I need to connect the database here, right? I need to connect the database. What I need username, passwords, which database. You see, I already connected here using the MySQL workbench, right? So I have given few details, so those details I need to give again. Okay, okay, I think you understand this one, right? So for this, what I am doing, so this things I'm keeping into the application properties file. This is enough. So once you add here, it will connect the database. So internally what it will do, so it will internally connect the database. In the JDBC, suppose normal Java to JDBC connection, how we are connecting. So using class.forName, first it will load the driver classes, and we will get the connection using driver manage.get connection, and again we are writing the statement to execute, then we are committing, right? This was the steps, right? That was the steps, right? These steps internally it happens. Okay, the JDBC connection, it happens. This is very simple. You see here, what is the URL? This is the URL. Okay, 330 I am connecting to localhost, my local machine, and this is the port number which is running on MySQL database, and this is the schema. Okay, and these are the passwords. This is the username. I have given the root, by default it will come, I have installed, and this is the dummy password I have given, not original password. I mean whatever I am connected to my database. Okay, and this is the driver class name. This is very simple. Okay, very simple I have given. Now it will connect it to the database. So once it is connected to the database, what I need to insert into the employee data, and I need to fetch the database. First I will insert the data and then I will fetch the data. Okay, for inserting, so it's very simple query. Okay, come to the DAO implementation class, come here and insert. For JDBC template I need, right? So I need to use JDBC template, private JDBC template. That's it. It's very simple. So if you use AutoWire, it will auto detect. I mean, it will import it, because this JDBC template it is available. Okay, it's available. So you see, in this package it is available, Sprign JDBC core libraries. Okay, this library it will download. Which one it will download? It will download the Sprign starter classes. Okay, this one, starter JDBC. Let's come back. Now you see, I have written insert query, insert into EMP. This is column ID, name and phone number and values. These are the placeholders. Okay, inside this this is the SQL query I have written, SQL statement. The statement I am passing here, and these are the positional parameters, I mean placeholders. So it will go and set into this place. Okay, this is insert query. Okay, if you go to the employee DAO is available, and then similarly I need to call this in employee service and employee service to okay, public void, and I need to call that method. Which methods? Save EMP method. Okay, so okay, this one. Okay, I can pass directly this one, EMP, but this is in where it is this controller, right? So we already written the request parameter, it is coming like this, right? So what I will do, the same parameters I will pass to service implementation. Okay, this one. Okay, okay guys. Okay, now whatever the request parameters comes into controller, this one just I am passing into the service layer, nothing else. Okay, because controller is responsible to handle the requests and response. So whatever the request is coming, I am passing. Whatever the response is coming from service layer, I am returning to the user. Okay, the same I am passing to service layer. Okay, now service layer is responsible for the business logic. So I have the parameters, so I need to construct the object and pass into the DAO layer. Okay, let me construct the object. Let me populate employee EMP object equal to new employee. Okay, let me show you employee class. So this is the employee class, this is the default constructor, and this is the parameterized constructor and setters and getters. Now I'm going to use the setters for constructing the object. This is set name, set ID and set phone number. Okay, now ID it will come here. I'm setting into here using setters and set name, and this is phone number. Okay, this object, so after constructing this object, I mean populating that object values, I'm populating into the object, then I'm passing into DAO layer. Okay, now DAO layer I'm getting these values and passing into this positional parameters, this placeholders. Okay, now this is ready. Okay, now I need to call the same, right? Employee service, there is the same method. Now I'm going to write the business logic I removed. So return dot save EMP, it is not there. So why it is not there? Come here. So we need to override from the interface. So once you override, and then only it is available. Okay. Okay, now you go there. Now you see save EMP is there, right? Now you go to the controller. The controller, now it's available. You see, right? Now you can pass those values and e-name and phone number. Okay. Now it is expecting the string, but this is giving void, right? So what you will do? So this one you can keep into the okay, surrounded with the try catch. Okay, now you can suppose if any exception comes, then you can add it to the logs, but this time I'm using this print stack trace. So the response, okay, suppose everything goes good, then return success, or else return failure. Okay, the same, and if anything goes wrong, then failed. Okay, the same, I'm returning the same response. Okay guys, you see here, whatever the request parameters are coming to this controller, I am passing into the service layer. Okay, the service layer, you see here in the service layer, I'm populating the object. Okay, and values are ready. Now the DAO, it is expecting this one. Okay, now you see here, I've written this SQL statement and using JDBC template.update method. Which method? Update method. Okay, now I'm passing this SQL query, and these are the placeholders, right? I need to set the values employee.get ID, get name and phone number. So it will go and keep it. It will go and set those values. Okay, now let me debug and show you. Okay, this is save UMP. The flow also I will show you first, where it will come and where it will go, and this and all, right? I will show you. Okay, okay, now come here, post method. Now request came, constructing the object. Okay, now it came. Oh, one is the primary key, so I have given this as a primary key, so that's why it's giving an exception. So what I will do, you see the duplicate exception is coming, right? So what I will do, I will change this value. Okay, 1 okay, now success. Okay, now it is success. Go to the database and see the previous, yeah, you see here it is there, right? 1 I have inserted this data. Okay, now I will fetch from the API the same. For fetching the data, so let me copy this and I will explain this also. Go to the employee DAO MPL. Now after inserting the data, I want to fetch, right? So yeah, let me replace with this. Before it was hard coded, right? Now it is coming from the database. This is the row mapper. Row mapper is responsible to map the object into the, sorry, it is responsible to map row mapper. Just let me import. What is this? Why is not coming? This is import class. Now this is the row mapper. Okay, and import class SQL exception, this and all, right? Now this is ready. Okay, here what I'm doing, just I've written the SQL statement, SQL query, and I'm using JDBC template.query method. Here I'm using this update method for insertion and query method for fetching the data. Okay, now here you see this is the row mapper. Inside you can write separately you can write, but I am using anonymous class, or else we can use Java 8 features also, that is also fine. Okay, now you see here this is the new row mapper. Row mapper is nothing but one row, so we have the two rows, right? The two rows it will add to the list. I mean, two rows means two employee. I will show you here. Here you see how many employees here, the two employees, right? This is one row mapper, it will add. This is another row mapper, it will add. Okay, those finally it will add to the list. Okay, now this is ready, and go to the get employees. Already is there, so everything it is there, everything, right? Get emp. If you go to the service implementation class, I think we'll come from the we'll go to the employee service. Employee service, it is already there, and employee controller also it is already there. Employee controller, right? Let's start. Let's run this application. Okay, this is for saving, this is for retrieving. Okay, now application started. Now come to the postman and try to hit the data. Hit the API. Okay, let's disable these debug pointers. Let it complete. Now you see we have two records, right, in the database. It's showing here. You got it? Suppose if you insert one more, let insert one more. 3. Okay, it is success, and come to the get endpoint. Now you see one more endpoint also came. Okay, try one more, the 4. Okay, this is the it's getting success. Now you go to the get endpoint. You see this is also the came. Okay, this is for saving the data, so that's why I'm using post mapping. This is for retrieving the data, that's why I'm using get mapping. The same here, get mapping, post mapping. Here also the methods also you need to select get post. Okay guys, up to here I have explained inserting data and fetching the data. So for inserting I'm using JDBC template.update, this method, and for fetching I'm using this one, query, JDBC template.query. Okay, we have few more, right? Let come here. So I have explained this is post patch mapping, put mapping, delete mapping, right? Partial update, and this is also the same. Okay, I will explain this in the next session. Okay, thank you.